is Brianna. Welcome and welcome back to my channel where I film crochet, hobby stuff, all things of that nature. And if you like that kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, I have been gone for quite some time and I'm back now because it's summer break, so hopefully I could get into more of a routine. But anyway, enough with that negativity. Let's talk about all the things that I have made from January up until now. So kind of like a mid-year checkpoint. So let's get into the video. So originally, I haven't made as many things as I would have liked to. I was going through my camera library when I was filming, like when I was looking for things to film this video, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have a lot of things. But that's okay, right? Because, you know, when you first start a hobby, like, you want to make everything that you can, and then it becomes like more of a lifestyle. So therefore, like, you start to not kind of keep up with certain things, but that's okay. So let's start off with the things that I've made in January. So one of the first things that I made this year was this swirl sweater, and I was so happy making it. I followed a tutorial on it. I'll link it down below, and the tutorial was so fast and easy, and I actually kind of felt myself going through the project really fast just because of how fun I had on it. Like, the swirl of the colors were really nice, and it comes up to a very easy square that you can make into obviously a sweater. Square it off and then add the sleeves. So, and when you find a good way to switch the colors, it also comes out really easy and fast then too. So I was very happy. I'm very excited about this project because it was just so fun to make. So the next thing that I made was this dress. So my friends and I have a running joke going on that I don't have anything in the color white, and I'm sure that if you go back and watch my videos, I'm probably never wearing white because I'm a huge messy eater. So what I have no business wearing white, no business. But I wanted to challenge myself, and I made this white dress, and I did it a little differently this time. I chained, I think, about 85, so the length of my shoulder to my knee, and then I crocheted it going horizontally rather than like upward, and then I changed the pink and the purple colors like on the way there just to add a little, you know, plaid. And I did the same thing for the sleeves. The one thing that I would have to say though for the sleeves is that I should have blocked the sleeves. Like, the project would have been so much better if I blocked the sleeves and just left the dress as its own, because the sleeves was giving kind of tight. It's a little tight. And I don't really like tight clothes just because of my health and like hot, sweat. You know, like, I don't really like tight clothes. Like, I prefer my clothes very loose and like somewhat fitting. So the arms, like, it was kind of bothering me a little bit when I was making that. So yeah. So the next project that I finished up was this white vest. So see, on the trend of white, and while I really love this kind of short cropped like neck thing, I could only really wear it with like a turtleneck underneath, which I sort of thought about because this yarn has like a sort of fray to it, and therefore like it can't block easily or go into the washing machine or go into the dryer. So therefore I have to be very careful with this. But this was another one that was really fun to make. I did it like a small ribbing from the top up, and then I had like a little neckline going on, so that was cute. And I actually ran out of yarn. I was gonna make this a long sleeve because I love my long sleeves, but I actually just went with the short sleeves because I ran out of yarn. So the next project I made was this romper that I have no business wearing anywhere because there's bad holes in it. So I'm starting to kind of learn the limitations of double crochet. I don't got all day for half, double, and single. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't have the patience for it, and I also don't have all day. So I like to use, you know, double crochet. However, if, as you can see, like in the video, like basically this whole like midsection of really tight cinched double crochet to go like in with my waist is stretched out. and it's gonna be stretched out because apparently that's what happens when you use double crochet to make certain clothes. So I should have went with like a single crochet or half double, but honestly I didn't have time for it. I also made this outfit when I had COVID. So this picture was when I had COVID. I finished this outfit when I had COVID. I also finished the white kind of crop sweater with the fray also when I had COVID. So I was able to get a week off from work, but then I also had COVID, so I had no choice but to sit down and crochet. So it was very therapeutic and nice, even though the things that I made weren't like the best. I'll probably give the romper away or find a new purpose to wear it, because I'm only trying to make crochet projects that I'm actually going to use. So yeah, another birthday fits, okay? I feel like a hot gal in these pictures, and it was actually very, very, I want to say healing for me, because I was going through a really tough time, and I was able to harness that energy on these outfits for my birthday and like really make myself feel pretty and feel special. So if you're into like craft things, like definitely make yourself a birthday outfit. I will say, if you get frustrated easily, maybe do something that you can do, because I know I get frustrated really easily, and especially since I had limited time, I had to make something that I knew how to make. So I'm a lower ages, and I'm very happy about it. And the way that I made it was I chained actually all around my waist, and then I crocheted up, and then I crocheted down, and then I squared it off, and then I made like a I would say the beginning sleeves here and here, and then I used that to finish up the sleeves. And I had some haters saying that it was giving Christmas. Not like that's an insult, because Christmas is a cute holiday, but I also felt like it was giving birthday. So that was really, really fun. Initially I was gonna go with a paler pink, but my friend convinced me like, no, like you need like a baddie pink, like you need like a pink. And I really, really enjoyed making this project, and I had so much fun. Why don't I have it now? Why don't I have any of these projects now goes to show you just how much of a mess I am. I think I put them away and like hid them somewhere, and I don't know where they are. So thankfully I have the pictures. I have some of the individual projects, but we're gonna stick with the pictures for now. So the next birthday outfit I made was the red outfit, and this is the one that my family like really, really adored and loved. To be honest, it was kind of itchy. It's kind of uncomfortable, you know. Looks cute, but I used a mohair, and I was really excited to use mohair because I thought it was fancy. I thought it was cute. And then I used it, and it literally like didn't make much of a difference at all. The skirt was very standard skirt, like, and I just made a slit at the side, and I wanted to be cute and add a little string around the leg. So standard ribbing, crocheting going down, and then as far as the top, I did the same thing where I crocheted from the top to my midsection and kind of went that way, but it shrunk. The arms also shrunk. I also tried to do a ribbed, so like I did a back loop half double crochet to get that ribbed look going across. Can't even see it. I gave myself struggle for literally no reason. So but at least now I know, I've learned, and the pictures came out cute, so there's that. It's giving Valentine's Day, and I had fun making the skirt. Didn't have fun making the top. Have fun making the skirt. I think I might bring a tutorial out on this look, but to be honest, it's not one of my best projects, so I don't really think a tutorial will kind of do a good job, at least. So now I have my in-person crochet projects to see if I can even show them properly. But I got inspired by this young lady on Pinterest, and it was a retro blocked romper. So I decided to create this based off of it. And once again, these colors are so fun and so beautiful. Like, I would never ever think to make a project out of these colors, just because, I don't know, like, they're just kind of bright, you know, like they're kind of out there, they're kind of in your face. And when I tell you the beauty of just seeing all the colors come together in this dress really is what did it for me and made me want to keep like making the dress. And then I added a little turtleneck, of course, because I'm a turtleneck queen. Like I like me like a collar, or like a detailed turtleneck. Like, I love it. So yeah, it was very fun to make. Similar thing I did here. I, you know, crocheted the length of my waist, crocheted up, and then crocheted down. And I think the benefit of this is that, I don't know if you've noticed this, but when you chain and you just go up, you have that very kind of tight and flexible chain. And I don't really like that look like that, especially not anymore, now that I know how to crochet more, if that makes sense. And that's why when people make sweaters, they add that ribbing at the bottom to kind of give it that flowy texture. I know I could just go off to knitting if I really want to do flowy, but I also don't have the patience or time for that. Like, I bought knitting needles, I did, and I tried to knit, I did. And knitting with like this type of fabric is just like, it's just not it. I'm sorry, it's just not it for me. Like, it takes 1 hour to do 10 rows when I could have finished the whole back panel in an hour when it comes to crochet. But I know that people also value that you use less yarn with knitting as well. So even though you're spending less money, you're also spending more time, and I think that's just kind of the give or take for both crafts. Anyway, tangent aside, I made this like cute little raglan sweater that's like multicolored and earth toned. I honestly, okay, that truck gonna have to go. I honestly don't know where I got these colors from. I do remember where I got these colors from. So these colors were from the one piece punch needle thing that I showed y'all in December for my boyfriend. And these colors for it were for Zoro and Luffy. And a lot of them were for the skin colors and also the shading. And then I also had this brown laying around. So I said, I saw this beautiful like green, brown, and beige sweater on Pinterest, and I had to make this raglan, and it is so cute and comfy. I do wish that it was a little bit longer, so I'll probably block it in the long run. But aside from that, it was a really good, relaxing project and a project where I was just able to just do and have fun. I'm liking me some stripes as of late. Liking me some stripes. So maybe I'll make some more stripe things, because actually I have another stripe project that I have to show you. So yeah, I like me some stripes. So the next project that I made, I have the bottom, don't have the top, because once again, I'm a mess. So I made this skirt. And isn't it giving mermaid? It's giving mermaid. It's giving aqua woman. It's giving sea. It's giving ocean. And the little frillies at the bottom, I got the idea from EcoShoon on YouTube. Ugh. And I actually wore this going to a witch fair. So if you don't know, I'm also in the spiritual community. It's been kind of up and down on where and how I was going to mix it with the crochet, because it doesn't really, you know. Either way, I made this skirt and I had a fun time making it. So whenever there's an event I suggest that you make something for it, because you kind of get that thrill and you kind of always remember what you did on that trip. So I highly suggest you make something for a trip or an event. And I made this bottom to go with this top. So I made this top, and if you look closely, like, it's kind of a granny square. It's kind of a granny square mixed with a V-stitch. Now let me tell you something. The skirt took me like 2 days. I held 2 balls of yarn together in order to make this skirt. 2 balls of yarn together to make this skirt. So it took like 2 days. This sweater gave me so many problems because, once again, I wanted to be fancy. I wanted to be extra. I used a cotton sequence yarn. And held it with this merino wool. So yeah, like, you know, I thought I was doing a little something. It came out tight, itchy, and worst of all, I wore it out thinking that it was going to be the belle of the ball. No, everybody and their mama loved my skirt. And I was like, thank ya. Like, I made it. Thank you. But nobody asked about the top. I was like, damn, like, they trying to say it's giving grandma, like, going to church or something. But it's okay. It's okay. It is. It really is okay. Because, listen, it is what it is, you know. Like, I did work harder on the top. And that goes to show you, just because it's harder doesn't mean that it's actually better. So just because you spent more time and you spent more money and you did more things on it doesn't mean that it's necessarily better. But I made the skirt, and the skirt was simple. It's something that I already know how to do. Like, I'm good at it, and I got way more compliments and, like, people asking me to even make them skirts rather than my top, even though I did so much more on it. So it goes to show you that just because something is more difficult doesn't mean that it's necessarily better. Alright, we're winding down now. So this is something that I made recently for my aunt's birthday. My loving, beautiful aunt had 2 babies. 2 babies. They're almost a year old, and I love them. And it just gives me an excuse to make them things. Duh. Why would I not make my, like, cousins things? But as you can see, I'm a grown cousin, so I like to call them my niece and nephew anyway. Like, I know that you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, back to the crochet. So it was my aunt's birthday, and it's a very special birthday because it's her first birthday as a mama. And I wanted to make her these mama bunnies and baby bunnies, and I'll link the tutorial at the bottom. And I used the Juicy Couture yarn that I got from Joann's. Now, you guys remember, I did a video where I used the purple yarn in a sweater. That sweater is horrible. There's stitches falling out. You can't even see the definition. Like, it's a mess. So, but when it comes to plushies, it's like doing a thing. It's doing a thing. And it killed it. Like, if you look at the definition of these bears, they're so cute. And then my cousins loved them. And this project is actually very dear to my heart too, because I haven't made stuffed animals in forever. If you go back on my channel, as you can see, I don't really, that's not my gig. That's not my thing. I don't really do that. So now I made this, and it came out really great, and it's like a sentiment piece for my aunt and her babies. So I don't know, it just makes me really happy that I was able to give her that. So, and I'm also proud of myself for eating that. So that's the next project, and I have 2 more projects there, friends. The one being, I made a blanket. I know, right? Who am I? Don't ask me about my mood blanket. Don't ask me. I mean, you could ask me, obviously. Please do. Please talk to me in the comments. But the mood blanket, like, in another video, I'm gonna talk about what the last 6 months was like in another video, and we'll get to that then. But I haven't been able to really work on it because it takes a lot to, like, monitor everything and then assign the colors and then change the colors and attach the yarn, and I just don't have as much free time as I thought I would. Anyway, but I did make this blanket, I see why people make blanket yarn, use blankets for blanket yarn, because the process was so simple, so easy, no issues, and it was very quick and fun to make. So the last project that I made was this cute little top. And I made it just a raglan on my vacation when I went to Turks and Caicos. So it was a very like easy, fun project, raglan to whip up. I did the normal turtleneck into the raglan, and that was a wrap. So that is everything that I made from January until now. I hope you liked this video. If you do like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.